and then we accidentally won, and then we accidentally got flown.
Oh, whoops.
And then
show us.
I've got tattoos too. What a segue. What a segue.
There it is.
I didn't hear you. Sorry, what did you say, bro?
Are those some anime tattoos that you just got from Bipsy?
You are now listening to the Higher Podcast, brought to you by Flying Art Studios, the best podcast in the world, according to us.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Higher Podcast. We have a special episode today featuring some of the crews that are performing at Self Talk, July 29. We got Dom in the house. Yay, representing GAMBIT. We got Anthony. Hey, representing PDHT. My favorite crew. We got Cecilia, representing AO crew. And we got Earl, representing I M YUGEN.
What I do?
How we feeling, guys? How's everyone going?
Dope.
Good. I mean, we just had a drink, so
Nice.
really good. Yeah.
Feeling warm? Yes. We got some food coming on the way as well. Some snacks.
Say less.
So yeah. So you know.
Payment.
We'll feed ya. So
Dope.
but yeah, let's get it started. So pretty much I'd love to hear a little bit about like how your crew started, and just a bit of background on like how your journey with the crew kind of came about for people that don't know. I might start up over here.
God damn.
Oh, you want to get us started, bro?
All right, let's get it. All right, so full disclosure, I haven't been with I M YUGEN that long, so everything I know now, I've learned in the last few hours.
Cool.
But I've been with YUGEN now for 2 months, and how we came about was our founder, Lowell. So he had something like somewhat of a course that helped dancers grow into dancers called Inner Movement. And from then we recognized that some of our talent wanted to branch out and do performances, get into showcases, and a showcase performance group was made called I M YUGEN. And that's pretty much the foundation of how we started. Yeah.
Dope. And how did your journey align with I M YUGEN? Like, did Lowell just ask you, or how did that start?
It was actually a blessing, man. Like, for real. Like, I took one class of Lowell's, and it was just after the class. We had a mad time in the class, and but yeah, he messaged me after saying if I'd be interested in joining. There was a day where a lot of us came through and got to meet the crew, and I was like, man, this is a dope place. So yeah, I actually loved it. Yeah. Beautiful.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. All right. C, AO crew. Can you tell us a little bit about AO crew?
Well, firstly, we're a K-pop crew, so a bit different. We formed kind of by accident. There was a competition, and then one of our founding members, Johnny, he kind of just thought, hey, I'm just going to bring together some friends, and then let's just do this comp. So we tried it. And then we accidentally won, and then we accidentally got flown.
Oh, whoops.
And then we accidentally got flown to Korea, and then we came back and we were like, maybe we should continue this because, it's been a vibe. And then we were like, somehow this happened because we honestly just did it for fun.
Yeah.
We just thought like, let's just try it. And it was kind of like the first competition that many of us ever did, especially in Australia, being a K-pop competition wasn't very common.
Wait, when was this, sorry?
2013.
2013, okay, so 10 years ago.
So we've been around for 10 years now.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I was young then. I was just like, what? I get to rehearse for free? Like in the studio? Yeah, I'll do it. So Passion was where we kind of all met. And because of that competition, we all just thought, maybe we're like able to continue this, and somehow it's been 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Crazy,
yeah.
That's super crazy. Doing anything for 10 years is like round of applause.
Yeah, I'm old, guys.
Was it called AO Crew straight away?
Pardon?
Did you come up with the name straight away, or?
We had to come up with a name to submit it when we went to Korea. So we're like, yeah, let's think. And then we kind of brainstormed, and so AO Crew was the chosen name.
What were the other names that didn't get chosen?
What didn't
Was there a lot?
Beta Zeta.
I think it was
the Delta.
I don't know. We had like a lot of really weird names because we just didn't know what to call it. So AO actually stands for Alpha Omega. So we were thinking, the other option was Alpha Crew, but then we thought, does that sound obnoxious? So we didn't do that. And we were like, and then, so eventually we settled with AO. But a lot of people are like, does that stand for like Australian Open? It's not the Australian Open.
It's definitely not.
Unfortunately, no, but yeah, AO Crew, a lot of people just remember it because A is Australian. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dope.
Somehow worked out like that. Yeah.
I dig it. It's a great name. PDHT. Anthony, any? Yeah, enlighten us. Can you please tell me something about PDHT?
So PDHT stands for Phoenix Down Home Team. It is a collection of two crews that came together. So PD originally was Panty Droppers. So Panty Droppers.
I was getting like mind blown, like just learning a lot about dance.
It's a history lesson.
History lesson for you too.
It was Panty Droppers. Yeah, very misogynistic name, I will say.
Own it, bro. It's dope.
Yeah, so that was like the adult team, and then they opened up a varsity team, which was home team. And then they would always just like kind of nurture us and everything like that when we would train. Eventually, we had a lot of members from both crews that didn't really train as much just because of life and things like that. And then, am I supposed to talk to the camera or to you?
Me.
Okay. So, like,
It's weird that you're explaining PDHT to me.
You're like checking.
And I'm like, yeah, kind of, but yeah, but.
Well, this is from my perspective.
Yeah, no, it's dope. It's dope to hear it.
Yeah.
And I think for people that don't know as well, obviously, one of the founding members of PDHT. So it's dope because obviously Anthony's here representing PDHT. So it's cool to see, yourself step up and lead and direct the team after I've been doing it for 10 years as well, and to see like that transition. So yeah, man, continue. Do your thing.
Where was I?
It's actually a test.
Yeah, Jesus.
If you don't get the questions right, you're
after,
out.
like, I get demoted to like paperboy or something.
Water boy.
Master David.
Oh gosh. Wait, Anthony, how old are you,
goodness.
bro? If you know what I'm asking. Oh wait, am I exposing? My bad.
I'm 27 this year.
Oh,
Still young.
you
Oh,
make
no,
it sound like it's a bad thing.
I've turned 27, so I'm turning 28
Oh,
this year.
okay. All right.
But yeah, so two teams came together. Yeah, we had a lot of members not perform with us, so yeah, just came together, made one collective PDHT. So they were Panty Droppers, but they revived their name to Phoenix Down, which comes from a video game, Final Fantasy. Which
Let me just touch on that real quick.
Bro, for real, geez.
So the name Panty Droppers was like a super drunken night where we're like, yeah, it was like a Trey Songz song. People still dance to it today. And then we're like, you know what? We need some kind of meaning behind this name. It's like, it just sounded cool. So we're like, all right, it's going to be pursuing ambitions, never to yearn dreams, reality of perseverance, pride, and strength is what it stood for. So not everyone knows that, but that's what no one really knows that, but we're like, yeah, like let's go hard, let's pursue our dreams, like let's go hard at it. And then we got to a point where we had a lot of fans and we're like, oh, okay, I don't know if Panty Droppers is the right name for like all these kids that look up to us. Then Phoenix Down came about, which means like rebirth. So we're like, all right, let's have a rebirth, Phoenix Down. Then we're like, all right, it's too long, PD, like AO, and then home team, HT, PD, HT.
Wait.
Yeah. Facts.
Boom.
Like, please continue.
No, it's good. It's good. Jump in whenever you guys.
Yeah.
Yo, wait, hold up. You're a big fan of Final Fantasy?
I mean, long is.
Oh.
You think this guy plays games?
Oh, wait.
I play Switch.
Oh, hey, same G. That's Zelda, though, right
I
now.
play Mario Kart.
Kingdom. Oh, that's dope. I literally have a tattoo of Final Fantasy.
Oh, don't show us.
I've got tattoos too.
What a segue.
There it is. Shout out to
I
Pepsi.
feel like I shouldn't be sitting in between.
Oh, shit, sorry.
We're like your bodyguards.
Yeah.
We're your bodyguards.
We're gonna move on to Dom. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Dom.
She just said we ain't clean. Damn.
I'm clean.
Whoa, I didn't know there was an argument going on.
So Dom, can you please tell us a bit about GAMBIT?
Yeah, so I also come from PDHT, so I wrote PDHT and BAS. Been training with them been training with PD for over 10 years as well. But I guess over the course of last year, I was doing a lot of sort of exploring, just sort of like finding myself in terms of dance, and like, so I was doing a lot more freestyle and just doing more personal projects and just pursuing just like, I guess, yeah, just like different sort of ventures and that sort of thing. And then it kind of just came about where I just sort of found myself just surrounded by like a group of, I guess, friends and peers that were more in the freestyle kind of world of things. So we were coming across, we were encountering each other a lot in battles and jams and that sort of thing. But I also knew that everyone also had this sort of a bit of a mind for like doing like choreo and doing like projects. So I thought it would be cool to like first start experimenting by like doing some projects with some of these people in like groups of 2 or 3, and just like be like, hey, I know you do like, you're mostly into like whacking or something, but do you want to do this video project with me? And we just kind of combine like doing a bit of choreo but then a bit of freestyle and just seeing how that worked. And yeah, so I did a bit of projects like that, and then eventually at the end of the year it was sort of like I realized that all these people that I'd kind of sort of like met along the way were also kind of friends with each other as well. So it just kind of seemed like a natural thing to just be like, hey, do you guys want to like start training together like as a bigger group rather than just in pockets of 2 or 3? And so, yeah, and then so like basically at the start of this year, we started coming together in training. So it was a bit like, just like from scratch. So we started, I guess our first training was in February of this year. And it was just like we started training together. At first there were just like 4 or 5 of us, then we just started adding like a couple more people. So now there's 7 of us, plus one more that had to go back overseas. But shouts to Anch, but like he'll be
we miss you, Anch.
But he'll
Take those L's, bro.
He'll be back. Sodika.
but yeah, so we did like, yeah, it was just like it was a strange experience because it was like having come from a crew that's been training together for so long, and like you kind of take a lot of stuff for granted, like just like the chemistry that's already been built, and like the bonds that have already been built, and the history and that sort of thing. And then just like, I guess, having to start from ground zero again and building that up from scratch was like definitely a big sort of like learning curve. But yeah, it's been really good. And we did our first performance. Our first performance was actually a choreo comp called ADCC. So we went back to that, and it was just like one of those things of being like, I feel like a lot of the people in our community have kind of sort of drifted away from the comp scene a little bit in bits and pieces. So it was just like, I wonder what it would be like to go back to those, especially with a group, and like the majority of us hadn't done choreo comps before. Only a few of us, so myself and Kylie, have done it with PD, and a few people have done it with other crews, but like the majority had never been to like that sort of scene before. So it's just interesting seeing how the dynamic of us going there. And yeah, so from then we just like, after that we've just been performing here and then. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. And so the next performance is at Self Talk, July 29, and you guys are all performing as well. And I think a big part of, I guess, why I wanted to like ask you guys to perform and have you guys like share the stage is like community, you know, and being a part of something that's like bigger than yourself. And I think being a part of a crew in itself is already like a community in itself as well, you know what I mean? So I guess like I'd love to hear, and this is like, I don't know, I'm gonna throw it out there for anyone that feels like answering this question, but what is it about dancing in like a crew kind of setting that keeps you coming back? Because obviously it's not easy to be in a crew, to have other people around, to be, you know, bouncing off other people's energy, you know, coming to training every single week, and committing yourself to something like that. Why do you guys keep doing what you're doing like today?
I think Earl has an answer.
Oh, bro.
Earl?
He's been itching this thing.
Yeah. Let us know, bro.
What do you think? Was your question, was it like, why do we dance, or why do we dance in a crew setting?
In a crew.
I think there was a recent study that showed, not even the longest running study was that the only correlation to happiness was how you treat relationships that you build. And that's the only consistent correlation to happiness. And what that means to someone like me is having a community surrounded by yourself and surrounding yourself with like-minded people that enjoy the same things you do. Not that the dance scene is small for any like measure, but the dance scene that you relate to is actually quite small. So being a part of a crew that like is everyone that gets what you're same wavelength as you. I don't know any other feeling where you would get that. I don't know any other place in the world where you would get that. And that's why I guess I keep coming back, because that feeling of like you're in a performance and you're inspiring others and everyone's the same, like I want to do this. I fucking love that. Oh, can I swear?
No.
Damn it!
Oh, we have to refill now.
Bro,
Let's start again.
my bad.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Higher
No,
Podcast.
wait, hold up. For real? Shit. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, wait, hold up.
I'm gonna have to apologize.
Can we
Nah, I'm
keep
kidding. I'm kidding. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, for real, dude. All right.
I'm kidding.
Fuck.
Yeah, say
God
fuck,
damn.
fuck shit, whatever.
Yeah, all right. That's it for me. I'm gonna pass it to AO crew. Why you dance to AO crew?
Are you the host?
Oh, god damn. Y'all put me on the spot, man.
See.
Yeah, no, I guess it was interesting because you said you've joined I M YUGEN somewhat recently, within the last 2 months. So different perspective from me, who's been returning to AO Crew for 10 years.
That's loyalty.
Yeah, so I think, but the answer in essence is pretty much the same. Like you enjoy the company of the people there. You're more than just there to dance. You're friends. You hang out with each other. You feel like, you know, they're your family because they just get you in a different way that other people understand. And it's just like almost like, everyone's kind of just somehow this commitment has become part of our routine, our life. And so every week it doesn't feel like, oh my God, I have to go to rehearsal because it's what we have to do. It's just like, I'm excited to just go and hang out with my friends and we get to dance with each other. Yeah, I'll do that.
Definitely.
Like, why not? Yeah. Yeah. But that's kind of how I feel. Like after 10 years, I don't get sick of it because, you know, no matter what, it's just like, yeah, there's always something to jam to, always just having fun, always new songs, and new people that you meet along the way. Like it's not just within our crew, it's similar to what you were saying before. Some other people somehow know other people and then mutual friends. And yeah, like I met Anthony through like some other projects and years ago, yeah, like, you know, I met David through other things. Like that's just how things go because the community somehow connects each other and you don't even have to try because it's just a natural progression. Yeah.
Speaking of, I guess like how we met, we're actually going to be performing together for the first time ever. So Bass, I'm kind of like representing Bass as well now.
We didn't ask you questions about Bass yet. Or
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I mean, Bass is like a bunch of different guys from Melbourne. Like that was our first initial name. Like we didn't.
Guys from Melbourne crew.
Yeah, a bunch of different guys from Melbourne crew. That's
That was
like
their unofficial name.
what's it stand for?
No,
Damn, man. Like, I'm brand new, like damn.
So then we came out with Bass, which is our Burn City area squad. So yeah, we're all from Burn City. We'd all been dancing in the scene for a while. I feel like most of us have been in the scene for over 10 years. And we're all from different pockets of the city. So we had like guys from the west, from the north, southeast. And then we're like, hey, like, let's do a show together. I reckon it'd be cool. I think it was me and Ore at Golden Monkey, actually. And we were drunk. And we were just like, you know, it'd be cool.
It's always the drunk nights.
The drunk night conversations. And you just throw out ideas like, yeah, I reckon that would be sick. Like, yeah. Then the next day, I think we just started like messaging people like, hey, like, you want to do something? Like, you guys want to do something? And everyone's like, yeah, I'm down. And we're supposed to compete at Arena in Singapore, actually. So we put together a team. We submitted a video and we actually got in. So we were all ready to go. Like, let's go international. Let's go rep Melbourne. Let's do our thing. And then COVID hit and then that was out. So, but because we're all like friends and like homies already, we just kept dancing together. We kept showcasing. And then, yeah, we just enjoyed like dancing, but I think it was just different because we were all from different pockets of the community, and everyone had like crazy different experience. So whenever we like got together, you'd see like someone killing it over here, and then like, you know, like Lowell's doing his thing. You got like Knack killing it. I know Vince, like in our first run through, was there as well with James. So they're like super OG. So to dance with them, we had Trevor come through, you know, Noi do his thing. And I was just like, I feel like I'm leveling up like hardcore every time that I come to a training. You know what I mean? And so that was like really the essence of like what we did. And now whenever we showcase, it's like the same feeling. But this time around, we thought it'd be cool to collab with AO crew. And so we've been rehearsing. We were rehearsing like late nights, like yesterday and the night before.
I only got to see him, you know, 3-4 times a week, every week.
Yeah.
I'm here again.
From 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Lucky you. But
Lucky me.
But I'd love to hear like what's your experience like been like in terms of like dancing with Bass now as well, and seeing like outside of things, and obviously jamming with AO and how that's all going like for you.
Yeah. Well, from my experience, I guess just the dancing style and, you know, people's way of movement, expression is so different that you just learn like through people without even having to talk. It's just like, oh, that's how you would do that, or that's kind of how you interpret music. So I feel like no matter what, you just have a lot to gain, and it's just fun being with different people as well, because the vibe is different, environment's different. So I think it's gonna be a good show when we're performing at Self Talk, because we get to see those pockets that you're talking about kind of expressed in different ways, and how it would work together, because I think, you know, no one's ever seen AO or K-pop kind of collaborating with Bass and doing other kind of choreo. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun show, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It's been lit. Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break. Sorry, guys.
Oh, fuck, my bad.
No, we don't
Bro,
It's fine.
why you ask me the question?
We don't want to represent our team. We don't want to
fine.
tell the world about our teams. It's fine.
They're coming in part 2.
Part two coming soon. We're going to take a quick little break. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back.
This podcast is brought to you by Kaizen Creative. Learn, collab, grow.
We can talk about this after.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sad.
We'll talk about that after, off air. Chani.
Oh, wait, are we on air?
Yes.
Bruh.
Cheers.
Tina's gonna see.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, everyone watching.
God damn.
Woo! Okay,
I think that was strawberry. Yeah.
that was strawberry. Strawberry.
That's not the right language.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
Oh, Korean.
Korean is...
We're gonna talk to Dom and Anthony since they didn't get to talk in the first half. But I'm gonna keep rolling with talking about performing and talking about performing as a crew, and I'd love to hear Anthony's thoughts on how it's been performing as a crew. Obviously, it changes every year in terms of like people. We kind of spoke about this off air as well in terms of like people's priorities changing, but like how are you feeling with the crew now, and in terms of like performing at Self Talk, how's the preparation been and what's it been like in terms of like the crew chemistry?
Yeah. So like how it feels now, one word, good. But good because I think coming from like having training and like learning from external sources, I feel like I can really provide a lot to the team as far as like knowledge, even like, I guess, to give you a little bit of a taste of what we're going for as far as our concept. We're going off ukiyo, which is the concept of living in the moment and separating from life's bothers. So whether you know it or not, you actually practice that by coming to a training. So like, yeah, we work full time, we study, we do whatever we want in life. We come into that dance room and in a way we've already separated from life's bothers. So that's what I've really we've lent into as a team for our next maybe self-talk.
Oh,
Who knows?
God damn.
it's definitely going to be a self-talk.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. July 29.
29.
Get
But
your
yeah,
tickets.
that's what it's feeling like now. So yeah, the guys they're so lovely to be around. I love those guys.
Who's your favorite member?
Whoa.
Controversial question.
That's crazy.
You don't have to answer that. I'm kidding.
Namon.
Yeah.
Inside joke. You guys in on it.
Inside joke.
But yeah.
Dope. No, excited to see it, and that's a super dope concept. So, yeah, I'm excited to see that on the stage. Yeah,
One day you're like, that was shit.
that's not what I expected.
They'll get to the tech run and they'll run it, and then like David was like, actually, can you guys not
not before.
just give it a miss? Thank you.
It's been great.
It's been great, guys. We're gonna jump over to Dom. Yeah, Dom, how's Gambit's set been coming along? And yeah, what's the vibe like for the show?
Yeah, so we'll be performing a set. Yeah, so basically it'll be an extension of the set that we competed with at ADCC, but yeah, just like trying to just put a few more touches on it and that sort of thing. But yeah, in terms of the training process, it's been really fun, and it's also been like it's been interesting again, just like building from like the ground up in terms of like this is our first set together. But I guess the interesting change in dynamic is that even though it's our first time performing together, it's basically our first time doing a set together. Every time we perform, it's not really the same sort of like nervousness or jitteriness as before, like when we first started, because A, some of us have performed before, but B, a lot of us are like, again, are like in the freestyle scene and the battle scene. So I basically, like when we do our team huddles, I remember just being like, you guys already know how to dance. Like everyone knows you guys are good dancers, so just have fun kind of thing. And it's no, because I know when you first start, you kind of like really get, really sort of just like focused on like, oh, I hope I don't screw up. I hope people don't think I'm terrible or whatever. And then, like it's just been interesting to kind of just sort of like bypass that a little bit. Again, because we haven't all done like say heaps of shows together, but just being like, let's not worry about that sort of thing, because I think we all have a bit more just sort of security in ourselves as movers, like outside. Like I think the big thing was like knowing that there's more to dance than just the one show you're doing. But ironically, that also means to just have fun when you're performing and that sort of thing. So that's just kind of the thing we've been trying to sort of really get in sort of instilled when we train. So yeah, like I guess like the main thing I tell people at training, it's like when we're cleaning stuff or we're running over stuff, we're not doing it because I want you guys to be like perfectly clean and perfectly in sync. I just want us to train just so that when we do perform, you guys can relax. You guys can have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Preparation is key.
Yeah.
Have fun, damn it.
You better have fun.
Have fun or else.
What did I say?
When you get off stage, did you have fun or not?
Have fun or not?
Tell me now.
It's been fun, I swear. Nice. No, that's dope. I think I'm gonna another like throw a question in the air, but for the people that are listening, and maybe you're a dancer, and maybe you're new, or maybe you've been dancing for a while, but like sometimes people get like nervous before a performance. You know what I mean? Like you're just about to go on stage, you're like waiting, you see the other crews performing, and you're like, oh shit, like maybe this like sudden feeling of like, oh, I hope I don't fuck up, or like, oh, what's the crowd gonna be like, or like those kind of thoughts. You know what I mean? What do you guys like? Do you guys have any like rituals or like things that you tell yourself to kind of like get you past that to perform? And yeah, is there
Don't
anything?
look at me, goddammit. Don't
What do
look
you
at
do?
me. No, both of you guys. No, you guys say you didn't start before.
What is your self-talk before you go on
nice.
stage? Yeah, thanks.
Oh, I like that.
Segue.
July 29th, self-talk.
July 29th.
Yeah. See us there. All right. All right. Yeah, no, I love that. That's actually dope, because a lot of people ask that because anyone who's danced for, and everyone here would understand, like performances are like anxiety's high.
Definitely.
And you gotta psych yourself out. There's a few things I do, but one of them is the most important for me is I always pray before a performance, and I just take that time to like talk to God and like breathe. But another thing is that helped me is the repetition of being in an uncomfortable moment. Like everyone here has danced a lot of times, so the more times you do it, the more it's like, you know what, we're just having fun. We're just having fun. So like it's never like a oh my God, but you can tell when people are starting dancing, it's like oh my God, and then just breathe. But that's it. Like just repetition, putting yourself in an uncomfortable moment, and yeah, that's me.
So.
Good, yeah. Are we going in order?
Yeah, Hunter's
I mean, I guess we kind of are, but we don't have to. But
oh damn!
I don't know. Like, ironically, I think I don't think about it because I think if I think about it, then I'll make a mistake and then I'll overthink about it. So being in the moment for me means just don't think about it. And I've done it so much, like Dom was saying, like you've just done it so much in rehearsal that it's fine. It's going to be
Facts.
good. You trust yourself, you trust your team, you know the stage, you know your dance. So there's not like nothing's going to be wrong. And even if it's a small mistake, well, that's one moment in the entire process that you've spent like with your team working on it. So it means nothing if you're able to just take that moment and experience it just to the fullest.
yeah,
Yeah, it is
beautiful.
what it is. Yeah. That doesn't define if you make a mistake. Like it doesn't define you if you make one mistake. Yeah.
So when you're sitting there and you're looking at the crew that's performing and you're about to go on, you're just like, you know what? No thoughts. I'm not going to think about it.
Like, we're going to kill it. That's my thought. We're just going to go.
Honestly, I'm the same.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I'm going to go out there and kill it and like absolutely rip it. And I'm like imagining myself ripping it.
Yeah.
So when you go out, then you rip it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hunters,
As
go on,
soon as
Hunter.
you have that self-doubt, then it's like, you think about all the worst. Like,
Exactly. And it's going to happen. If you're thinking about it, you're like, I'm going to fuck up. Then you go out, you fuck up.
Yeah, that's it.
You're just going to believe it. Just
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Believe it? Don't worry.
Oh.
No, you can say it again.
No, that's
Like believe it? Like Naruto?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of anime, did you get some new tattoos?
Actually, I didn't hear you. Sorry, what did you say, bro?
Are those some anime tattoos that you just got from Betsy?
Yes, I got Yu-Gi-Oh! I got Howl's Moving Castle.
Nice.
I got Draken head tattoo from Tokyo Revenge.
Yo, that's dope.
And I got Luffy.
Yes, we love Luffy.
Okay. Oh, bro, I'm like, okay, he's been saying a lot of wrong things. What's going on?
I talk some hella shit.
Oh, that's dope, man. I love it.
Oh my God. But anyways,
to the podcast.
back
What
to the
they said.
podcast.
You don't have anything
I
else?
didn't get any, I didn't get any tattoos, but
Wait, what?
I said what they said. But nah. Okay, so seriously.
Tell us.
Like before we actually perform, David actually helps practice this as well. But we get everyone into like a little huddle, just so we can get everyone on the same page, and like, you know, if they're psyching out, just to kind of collect their emotions and everything like that, and just really console them as well. And for me personally, I just honestly try to have as much fun as possible. It comes up often, like, and you guys would have experienced this, but the 2-minute performance goes by like that.
Facts.
It's like you're on stage, you're waiting for your first count to come in, and then like song's done. You're like, you walk off, you're like, the heck?
Yeah, bad, G.
So
Actually,
I really just try to savor the moment, and like something that Nak has said, good old Nak.
Shouts Nak.
Was like, you don't know when it's going to be the last time you perform with these guys, because, you know, life does get in the way. Like, say for example, someone has a kid, or someone starts a company.
Shouts Jeff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like literally.
We
like,
miss him.
Yeah, Hunters, man.
Shout
A lot of
Jeff.
shout outs.
But
I'm learning a lot of names.
It does happen. Like, you know, you never know what's gonna come up, and you honestly, with our team in particular, like, people kind of come in and out. Like, you'll with that specific set of people, that might be the last time you perform with that set of people in that one time. Like,
Definitely.
when was the last time we performed, man? Like, I don't even know.
2 years ago?
2 years? Oh,
2021.
what performance?
Fact check.
Oh,
the anniversary performance.
yeah. See, like,
Mm.
it's 2023 now. It's 2 years ago, man.
Mm.
And David, when was the last time I performed with you?
At Passion.
Shit.
That was
Oh, yeah,
like
true.
a couple of weeks ago.
See,
Gee,
but
no facts though.
but-
That's what's
That was
up.
my curry.
when will the next time be? Self talk.
No,
But yeah, you never know. Like, let's say like competition. we haven't competed together since like 2019. So you don't know when it's going to be that set of people again. Obviously, we still be around each other, but yeah, that's specific.
Yeah. It's definitely a moment when you're on stage with someone, whether it's one person or like, 10 or 20 people. It's like that moment that you all share together is like, I don't know how to explain it. Hey, it's like,
Bro,
like you said, it goes by so quickly. Yeah.
Hundreds, man.
But it's actually the best.
Yeah. That's the thing we keep chasing every time we, what you were saying before, like you just waiting for the next one.
Yeah.
That's that feeling we keep chasing. That's why we keep going to the next. Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
I got a lot of head nods. Everyone's feeling it.
Yeah, feeling that.
That's
Even when
what's
you said
up.
like those huddles before,
Bro.
they're the best.
Yeah,
actually,
G.
it's actually way better. Sometimes better than the actual performance because you're like soaking it all in. You're like, we're about to go on. You're looking at everyone. It's like everyone's got each other's back. You know what I mean? Like let's go out there. Let's do our best. And you're just like. You can see like everyone deals with it differently as well. So you're kind of looking around like, who's nervous? Who's good? Like
Someone's
who's
like running the choreo on the side.
Yeah.
Hundreds, man.
Oh, they need space. They need space. Leave them.
And I'm just like jumping around doing star jumps and shit.
Yeah.
There's always that one guy that goes, and I love you guys.
You know what? That's definitely you.
Hundreds. There's always that one guy like me.
That's you.
Who's that on our team? Jimmy?
Yeah, I would say.
Who would you say is that guy for us?
Who is that guy? I feel like sometimes I'm that guy,
Oh, yeah, true.
but I think I'm like
alright.
trying to just like be cool for everyone as well.
It's okay
You know what I
to
mean?
be that guy.
Yeah.
Hundreds, bro. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah,
Do you want to talk about your feelings?
yeah, I do. Now that we're here, but no, yeah, I think there's always like different ways that people kind of go about it, and it's dope to see, how everyone deals with like that high pressure kind of situation. And I feel like that teaches you a lot in life. You know what I mean? Like to be able to perform, you know what I mean? And just perform and go out there and just like, it's like a test really. And you're kind of like testing yourself. But I think after every performance, you grow. And I think that's why I really love dance, like the performing aspect of it. I remember like when we first started, I was like, how do we get better? You know what I mean? And I think after every show, I'd be like, holy shit. Like I saw everybody go on that stage and take themselves to a new level by being on that stage. And especially when there's like a huge crowd, you see everyone just like at their like best, you know what I mean? And even if they fuck up or not, they're still at their best. And I think when you are able to kind of like push past your limits, then the next one gets better. Then you go back and you watch like each year, you know what I mean? And you're like, damn. And that's why I was super keen to do another show. Because like you said before, Dom, in terms of like comps, I feel like a lot of the crews aren't really getting into the comps, or I think the culture of like comps in Melbourne has changed a little bit. And the crew scene and the community crew scene isn't quite there. For whatever reason, but I had an opportunity to put on a show and I was like, you know what? I reckon this will be super dope if we get the crews to come through and just like perform and like get everyone to like, really bring it and be on a stage and have that performing like feeling again, you know what I mean? And be around each other and watch each other's sets as well in a theater. It's like a 500 seat theater in Dandenong. It's like super professional. I think, I went there the other day and I think everyone's just going to like be blown away by like the atmosphere, you know what I mean? So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
Plug it.
Yeah.
But
July
one more time.
29th.
What day is it?
But Dom, you didn't get to answer. Did you answer? Yeah, you didn't get to really answer. But like, I guess like into performing, what's it like for you? Like, do you have a ritual?
I guess like before, like I guess my ritual used to be like being the person that like tries to find like a quiet space first, maybe like put in some earphones, just like calm down. But then immediately after that, like when we're lining up, just trying to stay like really loose. So whether that means either like literally
You see Dom like saying it like
Don't bother me. I'm getting loose.
He's getting loose.
Dom's looking real loose. Sorry,
like,
continue.
Like literally like, just jamming to like whoever's like the music that's like on from the group beforehand, just like freestyling or something just to kind of get into it. Or I remember there was like one comp for PD where we were trying to undo each other's shoes. Like,
Thank God you said shoes, man. I was like, what?
Like literally,
Yeah.
we're about to go on stage,
luck.
and yeah, we're just like everyone's still trying to screw each other up. And then it's like,
Was that the white shirt one?
yeah, the white shirt one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With the
or,
Stan Smiths.
We'd be playing like I think that was that same year. Like we were playing like Mafia, like right before
We played
would've-
basketball.
We were playing basketball
At
right
Yeah.
ADCC.
Yeah, that was ADCC as
Yeah.
well. So just like a lot of, and on one hand, it seems like really concerned, like, oh, you guys were playing basketball right before you went on stage, but it also helps mentally because you just kind of, again, you're just loose and just sort of like just ready to go, and it's not so much getting too fixated on that one moment, to the point that you kind of lose sight of it, and just like trying to just let it sort of just feel a bit more free.
Facts, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. Dope. All right. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today. I actually got to go get to self-talk rehearsal now. But I just want to say thank you guys for making the time, for coming through, and for sharing. I think it's not often that, this is the first time we've ever sat down in a room together and just like shared our stories. So I think this is a really good platform for that kind of stuff. And this is something that we can always look back on and be like, damn, like remember that time where, we jumped on a podcast and had soju and just like chatted. And yeah, I just really appreciate you guys coming through and being so open, and just being down, and also of course being down to perform as well. That's going to probably be the next time we all get to be in the same space. And
On July 29th.
on July 29th,
July 29th.
on the 29th of July.
At the drum theater.
At the Drum Theatre
Self-talk.
in Dandenong, Southeast.
Show of the year.
The very first show. I'm excited to see all your sets. All the best with the rest of your trainings as well. And thank you everyone for listening. And that's it.
Legitness.